Hello, welcome back to Winter Does Stuff, where we react to some crazy stuff. Today, we have RWBY, Volume 5, Redux. We have Chapter 6 today, originally from, Smaller Soul and Random Words. Last episode was kind of disappointing. There were some things that were removed / left out that I really can't get behind, I'll be honest, with that episode. That was hard for me to get through. Hopefully we have a much better one tonight. This is the, this is the third and final episode that I'm going to be recording tonight. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or the day after that I'll be doing stuff for the next batch, which I want to be episodes 7 through 9, and then I'll record the finale probably the day after that. So yeah, that is the plan. Let's get to the episode. Alrighty, we have episode number 6 of RWBY Volume 5 Redux. Let's go. Whoa. This is from the Atom short, no? For volume 6? What are we doing here? Are they gonna kill Sienna this episode? Because this is, if we're looking at it structurally, this would be where we first see her. Like, this. Right there. That's where we first see her, if we're looking at it this way. Holy shit. Also, she's so pretty. She's so fucking pretty, guys. I love Sienna's design. She's so cool. I love her. I wish we got more of her. Wow. Oh my god, they're gonna kill her this episode. That's the play here. Oh my god, that's really smart. And it also leans more into Adam and how pathetic he is at the end of this volume compared to where he starts. Wow. Okay. Fair play. Wow. Huh. Cool, I guess. It makes a character arc for, I guess, like a self-contained episode arc for himself and Sienna. Cool. Wow.
Please, we're just trying to pass through.
Well, you animals passed through the wrong town.
There's no need for violence.
Lion eyes. His fighting style is so cool, and it's such a contrast with how pathetic he is as a person. It's so funny. Like, yeah. Yeah. Cranberry juice ass blood effects, by the way. Yeah, Adam, I want to... That'll be a tangent. in one of those like in the RWBY reviews. Oh boy, that'll probably be safe for the Volume 6 one. That's what I want to do. I want to do it per season. Everything great about RWBY, unfortunately, probably isn't going to happen. I know that I promised that a while ago. My desire to look at RWBY in a more analytical way has definitely shifted since then. My stance on RWBY has shifted because, yes, I recognize that it has problems, but I want to delve into it more, and I feel like a scripted analysis instead of just words ding is a much better way to craft a review of this series, because I definitely think it actually deserves more than just the dings. So Adam is one of those characters that he needs like an entire section to himself.
You're all freaks!
And again, like I was talking about in, I believe it was last episode or episode 4. Time is blurring together right now. But it's like the way the show treats death. Like that's one guy. That's a racist fucking guy. But even his death is treated with a sense of gravity. There's real loss there. And like Gira's face was like, I didn't want this. I didn't want someone to fucking die because of this. Like I wanted to resolve this. I didn't want anyone to die. It's, oh man.
That wasn't necessary.
Yep.
This is the very reason they think they can treat...
Kira! He saved your life.
That was amazing!
Blake, I'm sorry. I told you it was an accident.
Was it?
Huh. Is that how that transition was in the original? Or was that like a Star Wars ass wipe cut? Because I don't remember it being like that in the original.
This wasn't the first time humans have died on missions you led. How many more accidents are there going to be?
I don't know. I'm out there fighting for us, and when you fight, people get hurt. What, do you want me to just abandon our cause? Like your parents?
No! I'm not saying that. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought them up. I just get scared when it feels like you don't believe in me anymore.
He's such a piece of shit.
I never said that.
Wow. We are... This is interesting, the way that they're framing everything here. Not quite making it about the relationship between her and Adam, but still presenting it in a way that makes us hate Adam even more. Like, significantly more than the Volume 3 events. Man, he's so pathetic. He's just a guy with a nice looking sword and a cool outfit, but other than that, he's just pathetic. And I love that a certain group of people got so angry, because very often that has been reflective of those people. So, yeah. She's so fucking cool, guys. What a baddie, dude. Side note, I actually like that they brought these guys back for this volume, because I don't believe they were seen past Volume 2, and then they just showed up in the Adam short here. Ooh, the shadow there, actually. Yeah, the shadows. Look at this. The lighting is very clean. Like, the muzzle flashes actually create, like, shadows and lights. Nice. Yeah. Like, he's petty and pathetic, but God, it's so rule of cool, and it is cool. And I love how they've made the reds more red here. Also, they're not killing. Jesus, that frame. Okay. But that's gotta hurt like a motherfucker. Getting bonked in the head by a fucking rifle? God. Ooh. The blood. There's like blood effects. Those definitely weren't in the original. That's a new addition. Yeah, because there aren't shadows of it. Just... yeah. Jeff Williams. Like, people clown on Jeff for his voice and, like, his caterwauling, his screeches, but I really like them. They're very visceral, and especially in these kinds of tracks, they work. And dude's got range. Like, he can reach fucking up there. I wouldn't say he's got a bigger range than Casey, but I wouldn't say he doesn't either. Like, their ranges are pretty comparable. I think he can actually go lower than Casey can. I don't know if he can go necessarily higher, but he could definitely come close.
Adam, let's move.
The shadows are
You continue
very
to be an
shadowed.
extraordinary resource to this organization.
Yeah, the swipes and the wipes, they're really well handled. I'll admit it. Like, got some good stuff.
Everything I do is for the Faunus.
I'm sending you back to Vale. You're to assume control of the Brotherhood there.
Thank you, High Leader.
Adam, if you continue along this path, you might just find yourself standing beside me at my throne.
Oh, wow. We're skipping the entire... I like what they're doing with the Sienna narrative, but the dinner scene is one that, again, it's one of those smaller character moments that I really love. I just gotta learn to cut my losses, I guess.
So, Salem, it's all true?
Miss Zhao Long, is this more or less what your mother told you?
For the most part.
You forgot something. You forgot to tell everyone what you did to Crow and my mother.
What is she talking about? Oh, great.
That's not a secret I thought she would give up so easily. Your mother must trust you a great deal. Much like the maidens, I too possess a certain magical power. Using this power, I was able to gift the Bronwyn twins the ability to see more, to move freely and be unburdened by their natural bodies. Well,
I never noticed the score in this part.
gave them the ability to turn into birds. Rather ridiculous sounding out loud, isn't it?
Wait, what?
What else is new?
Okay, so have you...
I like that. It's less of a, like, them being in disbelief at it. And, like, they've gone through so much in the last few months that it's like, what else is new? Just another thing to add to the pile of bullshit that's happening in this world. It's a good touch.
done this with others? Like General Ironwood or Professor Goodwitch?
As helpful as that might be, unfortunately, it is not that simple. My power is finite, and if I'm being honest, dwindling. You see, centuries ago, I sacrificed a great deal of magic to 4 young women, who I hoped would use my gift for good.
Also, you cut out a pretty important beat here. Yang. Her anger at Oz is fueled by the distrust that Raven sowed in her. And that is a very important element because she's never really been a follower of authority from the beginning, but this really feeds into her character with, you know, her mother, with Oz, and especially in the end of Volume 7 and all of 8, Ironwood. I specifically point to Volume 7, Chapter 11, Gravity. The face, like the seething rage that comes off of her when Ironwood says that, like that he's going to abandon Mantle. The face that she makes there always was one of those moments where I was like, oh, fuck. Like, she's... Oh, man. Yeah, that's one of those moments. And this moment right here, the moment that's in this scene, where she, like, stands up and... What is wrong with you? Why would you do that? That's one of her distrust in authority / Ozpin moments. Removed it. That's another point down.
If we're going to help, if we're going to keep risking our lives...
What the fuck? Wow, wow. Let it be reminded, Soul and Random, that nobody knew that it was Oz who created the Maidens. Y'all have watched the show. Think about this from the point of view of someone viewing it for the first time. It might be implied that that's the case. There may be clues, but there are some people who don't catch on clues. That moment where he admits that he's the creator of the Maidens is a jaw-dropping moment for a lot of audiences. And then the moment where he turns around and is like, I understand the gravity of this, so if you're here to fight, awesome. However, there's no shame in retreating, so if you want to, feel free to leave. That's such an important piece of Oz's character. It's the fact that he knows that this isn't a quest that's for everyone. And I love that, yes, he's a little bit of a manipulative bastard in the terms that he kept so much from them, but he gives them a choice. That is the one thing that's always consistent with his character. And by removing that moment, you remove a fundamental piece of his character. wow, these last 2 episodes have really frustrated me. The cracks are starting to show. Like, episode 1 was, like, I was worried, but then episodes 2 and 3 really helped me be like, okay, we're finding a groove. That moment with Raven in episode 4 was a bit of a, like, that's a little bit weird, but I can handle it. These last 2 episodes, you've cut out fundamental pieces of the show. Like, fundamental character moments in the show. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm very disappointed by that. And this, I just took a break to, like, eat, so I wasn't even really focusing on the fact that I was frustrated at that last episode, but that's as much as it was a fundamental piece of the semblance development, that was a fundamental piece of Jean's character and Ren's and RWBY's last episode with Ozpin's speech there, but you've missed 2 characters here as well. You've missed a fundamental part of Yang and Oz. Wow. I'm sorry, that's... Ah, man.
No more lies. No more half-truths.
Understood.
So, what now? I mean, what can we do?
The road ahead is undoubtedly filled with hardships and peril. However, it has been far too long since you have all been together. Please, take tonight. Enjoy this moment.
Don't let her beat you!
You can do this!
Can do it!
Show them what Team Juniper's made of!
Interesting that was shown before this, but we're still skipping parts of the dinner scene.
Definitely feels like the original. I'll give you that.
Yep. But it does have some new features.
Oh, yeah?
Did she win?
Yeah, skipping the dinner scene. The moment with Yang and the moment with Oz. Wow. I wouldn't say that... Yeah, because episode 1 cut out bits and pieces that were important, but not entire sections. Wow. This is probably going to be below episode 1. I wouldn't say it'll be below episode 5, but yeah, wow, these last 2 episodes have, oof. Ooh. Whoa. Interesting little bit there.
You're up early.
Hey, sis.
Also,
You're up.
that's in the Emerald Forest. She wasn't there for that. That moment with the Ursai. But details.
You're up early.
Hey, sis.
Boop.
What are you doing up?
Can't fall back asleep.
Me neither.
Well, fortunately, coffee exists.
Oh yeah, nice voice strikes again.
I will pour this on you, and it will burn.
Oh, cut out the... I at least would have kept the... Don't worry, I put blasphemous amounts of cream and sugar just for you. I still would have kept that, but...
Can't believe we're actually in Mistral.
That's what you can't believe?
I honestly wasn't sure if I'd ever see you two again.
Well, here's to defying expectations.
I still love that Ruby just dons it all in the background. And I love that Yang especially just doesn't look back.
Yeah, well, she made her choice.
What's that supposed to mean?
She said the thing. She said the thing, guys. Weiss's character can officially be over. She said the thing. What's that supposed to mean? That is her phrase. She coined it.
I mean, she could have been here if she just stuck around. It's no big deal, though. We'll be fine.
Don't you want her here?
Why would I want her here?
Are you still mad at her for leaving?
Oh, whatever gave you that idea, Ruby? No, I'm totally fine. I'm great.
Okay, calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down!
Whoa, Yang.
Whatever.
Adam.
Ah, so now we're getting it. I feel like this is going to be largely unchanged. Because we still have, there's normally about like a minute of credits, so I have about 5 minutes. I believe this was like a 5-minute scene. This is going to be largely unchanged. That's cool. Wish you'd done it for some of the other scenes. But that last scene was largely unchanged. I like the fact that she didn't say just no please, but still think the little bit with the cream and sugar could have been in there.
I'm not going to repeat myself. So I want you to listen when I tell you that the White Fang will not attack Haven Academy.
High Leader Khan, I am begging you.
You should beg for forgiveness and nothing else. The assault you led on Beacon was not the great victory you clearly think it was. And you should be grateful your punishment wasn't more severe.
I was merely trying to follow your example, High Leader.
And what example might that be?
Strength. Strength and unwavering conviction. The humans have seen that strength now.
I was one of the first to suggest violence where violence was necessary. Peace bred complacency, and acceptance of our place in the world. I will not allow humanity to push us down without pushing them back. But the destruction of the Huntsman Academies crosses a line. You have justified humanity's campaign against us, and for what? Empty promises from a group of humans? Humans we still know nothing about, and come and go as they please.
If you want to know more about the humans, then why not talk to one of them yourself?
I want to find a place to pause here. Again, I mentioned this last episode, but this subplot was not wonderfully handled.
Hazel!
Took you long enough.
What is this?
Apologies. I don't aim to cause any trouble.
You've brought a human to this location?
You should hear what he has to say.
This is grounds for execution.
Ma'am, please. Nobody needs to die today.
Hazel is such a fascinating character, and he's one that needs a section of his own, at least to me. Because I think a lot of people have him... Like, there are some people that have him figured out, but... Ooh. There are some people who definitely do not. And I really like his character, so I want to set the record straight with that one.
I'm just asking for a moment of your time.
Love that he takes a knee to it, too.
The less of a chance you have of leaving alive.
I'll take those chances, if you don't mind.
And I love that she sits down after that. She notices, no matter what the cause of it may be, that there is something about him that is, there's an ambition in him that she's like, the gears are turning in her brain, and it's like, interesting. Like, he's willing to bet his life just for a chance to talk. I'll hear him out. I like that detail, and it really speaks to, you know, Hazel as a character. I like that. I like that moment. Just talking about the show itself.
You don't like me. You have no reason to like me. But you don't have to like me to get the results you want.
I'm starting to doubt either of you fully comprehend what it is that I want. I want humanity to fear the Faunus, to know that we demand respect. I do not want to start a war with the humans that we cannot win.
That's where you're wrong. We can win a war against the humans. Not only because we have the support of Hazel's master, but because the Faunus are the dominant species of this planet. We're better than humans. We have everything humans have and more. Humans shouldn't just fear the Faunus. They should serve the Faunus.
I've had enough of this conversation for tonight. Guards, take them away.
Yep.
I said take them away.
I will admit, Sienna, you were right about my popularity.
What are you doing?
What's right for the Faunus?
If you think I'll just step aside and follow beneath you, you're wrong.
I know. Thank you, Sienna. You were there when our people needed you. But they need me now. I'm sorry you couldn't see this through to the end. Give our former leader a proper burial. All who were here tonight will claim that Sienna was murdered by a human huntsman. Sienna Khan will become a martyr for our cause. Her final act as High Leader.
Potential missed with Sienna. I feel like they could have introduced that character design and got a lot more mileage out of it than they did. And the fact that they had her in the Atom short really sells the idea that they had no idea she was going to become that beloved of a character design. And they realized that they had such a good one on their hands because holy shit, her design is amazing. Yeah, it's unfortunate that she as a character was gone too soon. And then...
When were you planning on telling me about that?
This was my business, not yours.
It's our business now. And I don't appreciate you withholding things like that.
Your master was concerned with Sienna's willingness to cooperate. Now she doesn't have to be.
Nobody needed to die today.
And that is the core of Hazel's character. Ooh. And just ending it there. Okay. Got a few things to say about this one. Let's go to the post-episode discussion. Okay, so episode 6. This is interesting because on one hand, I really enjoy the Sienna and Adam thing. But on the other hand, the removal of those 3 sections, the entire dinner scene, besides the one bit with Nora and Yang, which I get, that's kind of a Chekhov's gun for the finale section, but then removing the bit with Yang and then removing the bit with Oz, that hurts. That's really kind of fucked up, because again, huge components of those 2 characters, I don't like that those were removed. I'm gonna say it's still 2, 3, 4, 1. Then I'm gonna say 6, 5. 5 was easily the worst offender, because I feel like that cut out too much. This I can see as like cutting out parts that aren't relevant to this volume, but at the same time, it's very relevant to the rest of the story going forward. I'm sorry, but I don't really know what else to say here. Again, I'm going to be recording episodes 7, 8, and 9 either tomorrow or the day after. I don't know, because I've got some things to do involving, not being in here. It's going out there. Scary, I know. But then I promise the day after that I will be recording the finale episode. So honestly, I really don't have much else to say here other than it was not the best episode, I'll be honest. But it was better than the last one, though that's only by a small margin. I'm really sorry to Soul and Random Words for these last 2 episode reviews, but this one wasn't it. These last 2 haven't been it. I do hope that episode 7 and onward things go a lot smoother in terms of that, but yeah. So, with all that being said, I've been Winter. We have reacted to RWBY Volume 5 Redux, Episode 6. I believe this one was actually entitled For the Faunus. So if you like what you saw, leave likes, comments, all that happy jazz. Sub if you want to. We got a bunch of stuff coming your way. This month is going to be packed with content, and I hope that April will be too. So, that's about it from me. Peace, everybody. In due time.